Hey, you're polyamorous, right? Yeah. Does that mean you, date a lot of people? No. It means my social life insanity relies entirely on Google Calendar. Merriest of inbulks, my buddies, chaps, and friendos. I hope the season is treating you well, and speaking of seasons, it looks like Lupercalia is upon us. That being the pagan celebration that Valentine's Day is partly inspired by, and while I could explore that in detail, this is not the video for that. I'll put more information about it in the description below if you feel like checking it out. But no. This will be my first official story time video. I'm very excited because I've wanted to do one of these for a very long time. It's a little ironic that it's going to be about my love life, considering I'm asexual and aromantic, but I've still got some interesting stories to share, having grown up in the culture that puts 4-year-olds in wedding outfits. To blow through the first 16 years of my life, I didn't really have any romantic feelings for anyone. I was just focused on daydreaming, video games, and cartoons. There were people that I felt very close to, but I never felt compelled to ask them out. I just wanted to hang out with friends, and that's still how I feel. But in the time leading up to high school and throughout, the pangs of loneliness started to hit me. You might ask yourself, was it because I was finally realizing that I was missing my other half all along? That it was just a matter of time before the season of Twitter-pating set my heart aflutter? No, it was the people around me telling me I was going to die alone. Which is not the best thing to hear. Anyway, when the fear of social isolation crept in, I became very sad, as one might expect. I don't think it would have been as bad if my friends didn't disappear every time they partnered off. I would think, was that what was going to happen for the rest of my life? I'd get close to new friends just to lose them to heartthrob strangers? If that was the case, I guess I had just had to try to have feelings for someone. In short, that did not work out well. I learned someone had a crush on me and thought, okay, sure, let's see where that goes. It went nowhere. I found someone I was really good friends with who said he had a crush on me. Alright, that sounds good. We broke up a month later. Then I met someone who I got close to very quickly. We talked every day, bonded over anime, and I thought I could try again. We ended up dating for 3 years and it was okay. I was battling some severe depression, anxiety, and undiagnosed ADHD at the time. I hadn't realized I was demisexual yet, so I assumed that my partner having romantic or sexual feelings for other people meant they didn't love me. I became codependent on my partner, and he became codependent on me. So, not great. It took a lot of bad experiences, long conversations, and hard work to finally pull away from that relationship. I realized I wasn't worried about not dating him anymore. I was worried about losing that friendship. I was scared of being alone. But I forced myself to acknowledge that being alone was better than lying to myself forever. Thankfully, he and I were able to work through our feelings and we're still great friends, which was all I wanted all along. He's even dating one of my other best friends, which means I get to save money on gas when I visit. After I graduated from college, I started going to therapy, got my first job, and eventually started seeing a psychiatrist. I had met a group of friends while I was still in college, and we kept hanging out and playing tabletop after I graduated, and we still do. I ended up developing feelings for one of my friends after 3 years and a lot of emotional bonding. My guilty conscience compelled me to tell them about these feelings as if I had committed some horrible crime. To clarify, for me saying I have feelings for you, it's more like my comfort level around you is higher than it is around other people, and I really enjoy spending time with you and getting to know you. It does not mean I think you're hot, or I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm a romantic and asexual. For me, that means my long-term goals are less white picket fence and babies, and more getting a giant house or apartment complex and filling it with all the people I care about so we can have block parties and celebrate holidays together. And maybe help take care of other people's babies. That being said, that's not the thing people automatically assume when you say I have feelings for you, and because of that, I'm worried about how people will react and the assumptions that they'll make. Namely, I'm scared they'll be like, ew, gross, I feel so uncomfortable around you now. And they'll leave forever. Thankfully, my friend was very understanding and didn't completely abandon me out of discomfort. Actually, a few months later, they said they had feelings for me too. Wild! Turns out we shared very similar feelings about romance, sexuality, gender, and monogamy. Now I'm living with my partner and Metamor, or their other partner, and things are going great. Our communication is awesome, with bumps here and there. We're supportive of one another, and we can openly and comfortably talk about when we're excited about new people in our lives. Will we stay together forever? Maybe. But our relationship will inevitably change over time as we change as people, and we'll be sure to check in with each other so that we can make space for one another and our relationship to grow organically. Will I actually date anyone else? Or more than one person in general? Who knows? I just love getting to know people and learning everything I can about them. Within the realm of what they're comfortable with, of course, without feeling like I'm emotionally cheating on my partner. And I know that if something does end up bothering them, we have created an environment where it's comfortable to talk about it, I can validate their feelings, and we can work through it together. Also, that friend mansion is an achievable dream and that's rad as hell. I feel like I should start adding an end card with information, so I'm just going to record this in case I end up doing that. Are there any stories you want to hear about? Any questions you have about polyamory, asexuality, or all of the above? Let me know in the comments below. Hit me up on Twitter or Facebook, or write your request on a bay leaf and bury it in your backyard under a full moon. If you like what you saw, why not subscribe and click on the bell to get notified when I upload some more fun time shenanigans. Thank you for watching. Happy Valentine's Day in Lupercalia, or whatever you might be celebrating today. Or, I don't know when I'm gonna put this up actually, so maybe today. Until next time, sunshines, Ash out.